love me, yeah, they love me. First love yourself. Before that, in God we trust me. I don't trust myself. Your jewelry, I get it took. No show,
Welcome back to It Is What It Is, and shout out to our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. You can support the show by hitting the link in the description and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. It's literally the easiest way to make money on sports. You make the picks on your favorite players, and they will match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. As you know, I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Cam and Mase.
What up,
How are
homie?
y'all?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Roy Jones.
Who you? You gonna be Roy Jones
tonight? Any excuses tonight?
Same nigga yesterday said the wide receiver was on defense. Yo, big shout out to Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Make sure y'all go out there and download that app. You know what time it is. They the new wave, baby. Secondly, now, what are you talking about? Any excuses for me?
Any excuses tonight, Roy?
Did the niggas say wide receiver was on defense? You know they killing you. They killing you on the net.
I love it. You know me. You know I came back tonight with vengeance.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But wide receiver on defense, man. If anybody, Roy Jones, I guess is you. I don't want to be, Roy Jones, my man, because Roy Jones be running down on niggas. Nobody got time for Roy and all that crazy shit, man. But any excuses tonight? I like that. I like that. Antonio Tarver vibes, man. Orlando, man.
Yeah.
What's good? Let's get it.
Let's go.
Okay. School is in session, which means it's officially college football season, and we're seeing a lot of special talent. But there's got to be a special player that you think should be the Heisman winner. So who do you think it should be, and what are we liking on the field?
I'm going with Hunter, another player that played wide receiver and defense. You know, I'm coming back today with vengeance. Yeah, that's what I meant to say yesterday. I just tripped over my words. Sometimes my brain it stores so much knowledge and wisdom, it runs too fast, you know.
Knowledge and wisdom is wild. That's what you're going with Hunter?
Yeah, I'm going with Hunter.
I think you just going with the wave. I think that's just what I think. I think you're like, oh, them niggas popping this week.
New hotness.
The new hotness. Nigga running with the new hotness. Listen, man, I think, to be honest with you,
I mean, Caleb could do it, but it just would be a long time since somebody's went back to back.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. What I'll say is this. I like Hunter and I like Shador, but I'm definitely going Williams, like you just said.
Yeah.
He won last year. I'm favorite to win again this year. I think what's going to hurt Shador or Hunter is that Colorado got to pick their defense up.
Yeah.
Like, and it's no disrespect to their talent.
Yeah.
But when you got like for instance, USC, they won by 40? This weekend it just passed, they won by 40. So it looks better for how you pronounce the name? I call him Williams because I don't want to say
Caleb Williams.
Caleb, yeah. So the whole thing about it is if he passes for 5 touchdowns and you got a 64-14 win or whatever the score was that was crazy, it's going to look better for him because his defense is picking up where they're supposed to be left off, and the margin of victory is bigger. So when you got Shador putting up these crazy numbers and Hunter doing all this great shit, but they won in a close game, that also counts. When they make these picks for the playoffs and the championships, all that factors in. And I'm not going to say it factors in for the Heisman Trophy, but it factors in to go to the championship and the Final Four because they'll say, oh, they beat this team by 40 points, so they beat this team.
Yeah, and that begins to validate why they gave it to him.
Right, exactly. So I think he's still in the lead. I'm rooting for Shador or Hunter, either one of them. Fans of both of them, but right now I think Williams is still in the lead if I had to make a choice today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good picks. I also will put up the argument, Jordan Travis, FSU did have a stellar game against LSU, so that's another potential kid.
Florida
and, you know, it's
house.
the Seminoles, but, you know, they've been putting up a fight.
Treasure, what is your Social Security? What's your first 3 numbers of your Social Security?
Oh, bitch. Why? Was that the question?
I told him, son, he didn't even know.
Every now and then, you know.
It does. What's the first 2 numbers? Is it
What's
a
the
2?
first 2?
The first 2?
Yeah.
Why is this a negotiation?
It's not a nigga.
No, when you're from a certain part of the United States, your Social Security matches that.
He didn't know that last week. He acting like he up here spitting knowledge. We had to take care of some business last week.
Hey, Cam.
And
Meal with vengeance.
and we had to put up our Social Security. So just so everybody knows what's going on, we had to put up our Social Security numbers for business last week. So we're saying each other's Social Security number. So if you're from New York, your Social Security number starts with a certain number.
Yeah.
And when his wasn't a certain number, I said, yeah, you're not from New York, bro. You're not from New York, man. So that's why he wanted to see what your social. That's why he was trying to find out. But that's why I really turned my back on both of y'all, because anything Florida fucking related is 1 minute you University of Miami, next minute you up there in Tallahassee. Anything now, yesterday you screaming out Duval. Yo, I respect y'all, respect the whole state of Florida. I'm not saying he doesn't even deserve Heisman recognition, but it's just conveniently a Florida team. What a coinky day.
It is a crazy
crazy.
It's a Florida thing though too.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a Florida. Hey, I ain't knocking. I love Florida. Listen, I've been down there for a few years now, but y'all two with the sports and not just him. You're loyal. Kansas City, his team. The Jets, his team.
The winners, Cam.
Yeah.
At least you're loyal to the state. His loyalty is whoever's winning, man.
Yeah.
So,
New hotness.
I ain't listen. They gonna call you out. They gonna call you out there.
And I will preface, like, I am a Miami fan, because saying that with it being FSU is a hard thing to say, because it's really,
Yeah, that's like
it's not the
arch
sentiment.
nemesis.
That's it's always gonna be the U, but I just had to throw that out there.
He doesn't know
you know
that. He's not from Florida, so he doesn't know
It's
that.
a Florida thing.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
It's a Florida thing.
Listen, man, I know about rivalries, man, and I don't think that's really a bigger rivalry, because I lived in the Buckeye State. We play against Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And y'all ain't popping like that. Y'all ain't got the Michigan, Ohio State rivalry that I was a part of. So don't tell me that I don't know about rivalries. Don't act like it's North Carolina against Duke. Shit, a little Florida.
It is like that.
Because y'all from there. Is it national, or is it a Florida thing like that? Is that national beef?
Ask Bob.
All right, let's ask Bob. You from Florida.
Yeah.
All right, Bob, let me ask you.
Bob, tell him that's a serious thing.
Is that as big as Duke in North Carolina? If it is, I could be wrong.
No, it's not.
Thank you. And he's
Like number 4 all-time rivalry in sports.
Like it is. It's serious.
he just said it's not. He's from Florida. So to answer the question, I'm always right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different too, though. That is
I'm
different.
always right. I'm always right. I'm always right. We see who's really always right, to be honest.
Let's go.
But guys, one thing I'll give you, your Florida, Miami Heat, all type of shit, man. You're very loyal.
Yeah, she's loyal.
Who's your football team?
My football team is Steelers.
Oh my goodness.
That's kind of wild. It's just, you left the state.
That's my team. Yeah, because
like your father or somebody.
Yeah, like
I knew
that's
that shit had
that's
to be
where it
family
came
related.
from. Yeah,
I knew she wasn't like.
Also
if it was
the
up in
best.
been Tampa or something like that. Whatever.
Okay.
I know I'm right about the rivalries. That's just some Florida in-state shit.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to Florida. I ain't got time to be in Publix. And you like, Cam, you disrespecting. I love y'all, man. I just don't think it's big as North Carolina or Duke. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so I know it's football season, but we can't act like we haven't been keeping up with Team USA at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And to many people's surprise, Team USA lost by 6 points to Lithuania. What were your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts is this, that listen, bro. It's not even fucking nothing new. The world is catching up on basketball. That's the fucking deal. The world's catching up. Especially, first of all, the NBA had players from overseas for years. But now because of social media, because of the internet, everybody's seeing what people are practicing, people are seeing what other people are doing. If you look at the NBA first team, NBA first team this season that just passed, 3 of the players are not from America. You know, you got Joker. I don't know if it's Joker or MB. There's one.
Both of them.
They both not on the. See, that's where you fuck up at, Murder. There's one center on it.
Both of them are not from the United States.
I thought, yes.
Killer, I'm here with vengeance tonight.
I was trying to give you
I
the
want
first
you
team.
to know that.
So I didn't know off top because sometimes it varies. I didn't know if Joel Embiid, because he got MVP, Last season, he made first team. But look, first team All-NBA is Luka Doncic, Giannis, and the Joker, and, Devin Booker and Jason Tatum. We got 3 of the 5 top 5 NBA players not from, and this isn't even the NBA. I remember homeboy from, I can't think of homeboy name from OKC. He made first team too. Last year, I can't think. What's that nigga name?
Yeah.
Shy.
Yeah.
That nigga, fam, he's from Canada. More of the story is that we can't keep thinking that, and I don't want to use, I'm trying to think of the right word to use because I don't want to downplay these players because I think they're marvelous players. If KD ain't going.
Yeah, that was going to be my point.
Yeah,
they didn't really have the real USA team.
Right, but at the end of the day.
They weren't supposed to win with that team.
Yeah, and the world is catching up.
Yeah.
It isn't even like a secret. So if we're not sending our best players and then we lose and we're not being represented to our top level players, I don't know what people expect. Like you see that.
I think they're disrespecting us sending those players.
I think you know what it is. I think that people like LeBron, people like Kevin Durant, people like Steph Curry already won gold medals.
Yeah.
And I think that they're like, look, I did that shit already. My real bread is in the NBA. I ain't got time to risk getting hurt and fuck around and fuck up a check. Same thing like your man, Paul George.
Yeah.
When
went out there and his leg snapped.
Yeah, and that was some getting ready to go to the fucking Olympic shit. And everybody, they quit the shit. And the niggas dropped out the Olympics, all type of shit.
It's like, I'm not playing next year as well.
Right, exactly, because they don't want to risk an injury and fuck where the real money's up at. But until we send our best players out there for international competition, don't expect America to win. Have you seen the track star the other day? When he was like, oh.
This is not even a world championship. Yeah, why y'all calling them world champion?
Yeah, they went in on the track dude who was like, I don't understand when the NBA says the world championship and they're not even playing against international competition. I have 2 opinions about that.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Go ahead.
All right, my 2 opinions about that is this. I think he's right and I think he's wrong at the same time. He's right that the NBA is not an international competition. So when you say world champion, technically is not a world champion. But what I will say is that the best players in the world are in the NBA. So you could sit there and say it's not a world championship, but we're the best players in the world playing at. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22. It's a double-edged sword. Paul, it's like, nigga, okay, cool. You want to be technical, nigga? Okay, it's not a world championship, nigga. But we're the best players in the world at. So that's how I felt about it. How'd you feel about it?
I thought he had a point. For argument's sake, he had a point.
Right.
I saw 2 guys boxing in jail. Does the champion of that become the world champion? It's people in jail from all over the world.
Mase, jail's a section off. Wherever you do your crime at, that's where you do your time at, nigga. You could be from motherfucking Cincinnati and do a crime in Denver. You going to jail in Denver, man. So that's not a good analysis, man. That's actually a terrible analysis.
That was actually good.
It's actually a terrible analogy.
Because it's federal. There's people there from everywhere.
Now that's a good one. That's a good one.
That's what I was trying to say.
But it's not one federal jail for the whole world.
But if he wins the boxing, he's the world champ.
He's the boxing champion at federal prison.
All right.
Now, if they fight in federal prisons against federal prisons, then we can figure out who's the best boxer in the federal prison.
I said I was doing it for debate's sake. Yeah.
Listen, I'm just telling you, man. I just think that homeboy. Look, he had a great point, but the best basketball players is in the fucking United States, bro. Whether you're from Africa, Australia, Europe, Canada, wherever, they have scouts around the world to bring you to the NBA. And everybody's trying to get to the NBA, no matter who it is.
Okay. When we return, we'll be joined by one of our football analysts. Don't go anywhere.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. Or what's happening, me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust, but she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman wanna be free? Hell, I don't wanna see her walk away. I wish somebody told me the rules. Disagreements let her win, and it's cool. Even when I'm right, this ain't about you.
Welcome back. Today, we are joined by one of our football analysts, OJ Simpson.
Juice, what's up, Juice?
All is well.
What's up, Juice?
All is well.
What's good?
Oh,
What's happening, man? Yo, welcome to the
We are SC, baby.
Yo, I'm so sorry we couldn't have you in studio. Well, but next week we're gonna figure this shit out, man. We're gonna do this thing. So we're all together filming, man. But thank you for joining the show. We're very excited. And congratulations on making your comeback on Twitter. We see everything you're doing, and we know that your knowledge for the game is impeccable, boy, baby.
Thank you. Well, it's X now. It's
Oh.
X now. I'm having a little beef with him right now.
You having beef with
One from
you having,
Twitter
we
with
niggas don't want no beef with those. What's the problem? What happened? You having beef with X for what?
Well, I have, it got me around 1 million people that keep me there.
Right.
And I've got 2 of my closest friends I play golf with who follow me say they don't give me an alert anymore when you're on.
Wow.
That after we turn it on and you've done 5 tweets over 6 or 7 days.
Right.
So they shadow you.
Gotcha.
Get shadowed, which means they don't send out the tweets to people. They don't send out the alerts to people that you've done it.
Right.
I don't even know what you would call it now that it's X.
Right.
You don't call it tweets anymore. I don't know what you call it. But,
Right.
so that's what I'm kind of beefing with.
I got you. Well, let me tell you something. I don't know if I missed out on something. I still say tweets. I'm keeping it till I figure out the right verbiage.
Yeah, I do too.
But if I
don't know what words you can use.
yeah, that
Right.
would sound weird, Sam, sending out X's.
Yeah, it would, right? that would sound real crazy.
Yeah.
But listen, maybe I missed some,
You
but
can't say
the
that.
ones that I did see, they were very knowledgeable. You made some great points.
Thank you.
And thank you very much for joining the show, man. So let's get ready to get into it.
Yes.
Pause.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, so a little background. OJ played college football at USC. He won the Heisman Trophy as a senior and was later selected by the Buffalo Bills as the first overall pick in the 1969 NFL Draft. He won 5 consecutive Pro Bowl and first-team All-Pro selections in the 70s. In 1973, he was the first back in history to rush over 2,000 yards. Now let's get into the questions. The running back is an essential position, but somehow they end up getting paid the least in comparison to other positions. And recently, players like Josh Jacobs and Saquon Barkley decided to be more vocal and take action in order to secure better contracts. What are your thoughts on the running back situation, and why do you think they're not getting paid more?
Well, I've talked about this on X extensively. It's wrong. It's just wrong. The running back got next to the quarterback. He has more to do than anybody. He's got to block these linebackers with their hair on fire, blitzing. He's got to run the ball. He runs just as many routes as the wide receivers. These wide receivers, few of them making 3 times the money that these guys are making. They're running routes. They're catching the ball. They're getting tackled by guys who are mostly smaller than they are. The running backs got to go against these 300-pound linemen, these linebackers. And I was a little upset lately. I've been watching, Get Up and the other show in the morning and NFL Network. And they're saying, well, they can get other backs. They can get a committee of backs. Totally BS. The great backs in this league, statistics will show you that Danny Dimes with the Giants is better, and their offense is better when Saquon is playing. Same thing with the Raiders. Same thing with King Henry, Derek. Same thing with Jonathan Taylor. You can't replace these guys with a group of backs. Now, some teams can't help it. Like this year, Buffalo, they're going to have this kid Cook, Delvin's younger brother. He's great in the open field, 5 yards a carry. When they get to the goal line, they're going to bring in Damian Harris to get the touchdowns because he's a power runner. In a situation like that. But when you got those great backs, Christian McCaffrey, as you say, Josh Jacobs, my favorite is Saquon Barkley. When you have these great guys, it is just wrong. Now, I think there's only one solution. And I've said You have to take this franchise tag. You can't make them subject to the franchise tag. They come out of college. Number one, we got what is it, Bijan Robinson and what's the other guy? I can't think of his name right now. That's going to the Lions. These guys are going to sign a 4-year contract. They have to. Now they're stuck with 2 more years. So it's really a 6-year contract. And by the time they play 6 years, they're in their late 20s. And when they get to their late 20s, these owners are saying, we don't want to give you an extended contract because, you're getting close to 30. Backs, when they get closer to 30s, they fall off. Well, the only way they can rectify this is to eliminate the franchise tags only for the running backs. And guys say, well, they got the collective bargaining agreement. Well, so what? We have a constitution, greatest, piece of legislation ever written, but they have amendments. They got to make an amendment. Every other player on those teams will support it. They won't strike for it, but they will support it. Do you know that this guy, T.J. Hawkinson, a good tight end, not a great tight end. I don't want to dog him because I was trying to get him in my fantasy. He just signed a contract where he's making substantially more, $7.5 million more than Saquon, possibly $5 million more than Josh. In what universe, what coach, what GM, which fantasy football player thinks would ever take him above those running backs? Nobody, because he's nowhere near as important to that team as those running backs. So the only thing I see they can do is take that franchise tag. Don't let them do the franchise tag. Saquon's getting $10 million this year. Josh may get $12 million this year. Next year, they could get franchise again. They'll get $2 more million next year. Do you think them coaches, them teams are going to sign them to a long-term contract next year when they wouldn't do it this year? No way. But they got to do something to rectify this inequity. It's just wrong.
The thing about it, Juice, is I'm totally in agreement with you, and I'm glad that you have the running backs back because you're a former running back, so it sounds like you're really advocating.
And the highest paid guy in the league. Things have changed.
Yeah, there you go. But listen, what I'll say is this. Saquon Barkley, to me, the best ability is availability. And Saquon Barkley is not always available. Same thing like when you give Zeke Elliott all this money and then he gets hurt. And these owners don't want to spend all this money and then you're not available after they spent the money. So it's people like Zeke Elliott that get this check and then he's not available and then Saquon Barkley gets hurt and he's penalized for it. Same thing with Christian McCaffrey. He's super, and he made a great comeback, super duper comeback with San Francisco, did a really good job. But if you're not available all the time and want these big checks, what do you have to say about that?
Well, it's football. Guys get hurt. Nobody gets hit more than the running back. Mm-hmm. That's why he has the shortest career expectancy of any player, any position in football. Mm-hmm. The shortest.
Right.
He's taking the biggest pounding. As I said, he's trying to block these 240-pound linebackers with their hair on fire coming in to protect the quarterback. Don't get me wrong. We get these quarterbacks get hurt. Lamar Jackson, great, just signed a $250 million contract. The last 2 seasons, he was nowhere around at the end of the year. Missing 4 or 5 games, 6 games.
I agree with that. I think that was because
$30 and $40 million.
You're absolutely right.
I don't know. I don't get into the racial stuff because I get along with everybody. But it seems interesting that you got one white halfback in the whole NFL.
Right.
And they're the lowest paid guys. And I think that halfback, Christian McCaffrey, is the highest paid guy of all of them. Right. Like Tarzan.
Right. That was a very great point. But see, I think what happened with Lamar Jackson and it's 100% correct because they gave Deshaun Watson the check first when they gave him all that guaranteed money in Cleveland. So Lamar Jackson put pressure on Baltimore like, I'm clean cut. I'm not in no massage parlors getting no hand jobs. It's not no
where my money at?
Yeah, exactly. I'm holding out till I get my money.
I am happy that they're making that money. I am. I couldn't be happier that they're making that money. I was just responding to your thing about backs getting hurt.
No. I was actually agreeing with you. I was totally agreeing with you 100% as far as I didn't even think about it until you said it. That's why you're here. You understand? So, I didn't think about that until you said it. I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. Lamar Jackson's buried. They gave Deshaun Watson, and like you said, I'm happy these guys are getting their money, a guaranteed contract, and he hadn't played for like a year and a half after he left Houston. So, yeah, absolutely, Juice, I wasn't disagreeing. I was like, you're 100% right. I didn't look at it from that position. From the quarterback, I was looking at from the running back position, but you're right. Quarterbacks miss games, and they get all this money. But they, the quarterbacks they get held accountable a little bit more than anybody else on the team. You got anything to say about this, Murdo?
Yeah, I also wanted to ask OJ about what did he think about running backs that turn into wide receivers? What's your take on that?
Well, I don't know how many of them have actually done that, but a lot of the running backs, for instance, I think Hawkinson caught like 60 passes last year. I think there's 4 or 5 running backs caught more passes than he did.
Yeah.
If I was Camara in New Orleans, if I was Christian McCaffrey, and I was going in to negotiate, and I'm catching as many passes as the wide receivers, I would say, hey, you got to negotiate with me as if I'm a wide receiver. I'm not going to negotiate with you as a running back. The wide receivers are making twice as much money as the running backs, and they're running just as many routes as the wide receivers, and in many cases, catching more passes than the wide receivers who are making twice the money that they're making.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings me to the question, who are your top 5 running backs?
What do you mean?
Right now for this season, right
Yes.
now.
Right now.
King Henry is pretty close to Jim Brown. Is just a big, strong guy, and that Derrick Henry at Tennessee, and he's got a coach that believes in smash mouth football. So that's really good for him. As I say, Saquon is my favorite. Saquon is. I've often tell people when they ask me to mention the greatest backs of all time, I said, if you put us in the same situation, the only guys I would be competing against is Barry Sanders and Gale Sayers, and maybe Eric Dickerson, and I would certainly throw Barkley into that argument. But Christian McCaffrey, you got to give it to him. That white boy can run, and he does it all. Nick Chubb. See, I love a guy that can score from anywhere. Love Nick Chubb. Kamara and those guys are great because they do both sides. They run the ball, they catch the ball. But as far as just great runners, though I don't know if that's 4 or 5 that I just said. 4. I'm just trying to get them all in my head right here. Delvin Cook. He's terrific. But you get the little kid from the Chargers. I don't know if he's a great runner, but he, as a running back, he scores 18 to 20 touchdowns every year, it seems. Catching the ball and running the ball. But pure running the ball, I judge guys who can score from anywhere. Gotcha. And Chubb doesn't get taught.
Who's your top 5 running backs all time?
Well, Jim Brown is Jim Brown. All right. Jim and I used to argue. We argued about this ad nauseum. I'm telling you, I go up there and play chess with him was horrible, or basketball with him. But Jim was tough. Jim was a tough guy. If you beat him, you couldn't leave. You couldn't go home. You had to stay there until he beat you. Right. But Jim was he was before his time. He was bigger than most of the linemen that he was playing against. And he was Jim. As I said, Barry Sanders is. I love Barry Sanders. I love him forever. Barry was exciting as exciting could be. Gale Sayers, with the short career he had, I think Gale was just unbelievable. I love Eric. Eric and I are golf buddies, and Eric. I would say Eric is one of those guys that couldn't get caught, but I think we all saw Darryl Green. Now he's going to hate me for saying this. I think we all saw Darryl Green running down that time. I'm leaving myself out of this, and I'm trying to.
Why are you leaving yourself out? Oh,
come on, OJ.
Well, I'm gonna put myself. Hey, man, let me say this. I went to Buffalo, and we all know what that was about, right? We know what was happening in Buffalo. But 50 years ago, I ran for 2,000 yards.
The whole thing is real
in
quick.
14 games.
OJ, real quick. We all don't know what it's about. Stat definitely doesn't know what it's about. So you have to tell him, what's it about?
Yeah, well,
what was that about when you went to Buffalo?
Well, I was the first guy picked and all that. And I had an
Talk
owner that
shit.
wasn't
I
in
don't think
winning.
you was
He
the
was into
first
selling
overall
tickets.
pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to Buffalo, and I ran for 2,000 yards in 73, 50 years ago. In 14 games, nobody's done that since.
Right.
Nobody did it before. Nobody's done it since. A couple of years later, 48 years ago, everybody would say, hey, man, you're a runner. These guys catch the ball. I said, wait a minute. I averaged 161 yards from scrimmage, running and catching 2 years after that. It's still the record. Nobody's come close to it, So I said, if I played on a great team with all these Hall of Famers, I didn't. But at the same time, Barry Sanders didn't. At the same time, Gale Sayers didn't. Walter didn't for a long time, and Walter would have been the fifth guy that I would put in that thing. But Walter didn't for a long time. He did near the end of his career. They had a pretty good team. And defense, people don't understand what defense does for a running back. In the fourth quarter, if you're leading, you run the ball. In the fourth quarter, if you're behind, you don't run the ball. Every great runner will tell you that they get most of their yards in the fourth quarter. When I was at USC, when I was in pro ball, I got probably just as many yards in the fourth quarter as I got in the other three quarters combined. I'll give you an example. I played a Monday night game in Cincinnati. Starting the fourth quarter, I had 197 yards. I would have broken a record that I was tied with for the most 200-yard games. We were down by, 17 points. I never touched the ball in the fourth quarter because that's what happens when you're not on a good team. You're behind late in the game, and you're throwing the ball to catch up instead of running the ball.
Got it.
Got you.
Okay. In the comments, let us know your all-time favorite running back. We'll be right back.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. I'm stubborn and me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free.
Welcome back. The Cowboys will face the New York Giants this Sunday, September 10th. So that brings us to finding out your Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Okay, Underdog Fantasy has New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones at 209.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
I'm going with lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't really got no faith in homie. I'm keeping on. I ain't got no faith in homie. I feel like they should have paid Saquon.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even just saying that because Juice on the show and all that, man. I ain't really fucking with homie. I'm mad at him because he got paid and Saquon didn't. So I'm going lower. If you want to prove me wrong, cool. I live down the block from Giant Stadium. Ain't no hate towards the Giants, but I just think they paid the wrong nigga. My personal opinion.
Okay, what about on the Cowboys side? Dak Prescott is listed at 250.5 passing yards. Do you have him higher or lower?
I got it probably higher because I think they're going to pass a lot. I don't got no faith in that nigga neither. I don't got no faith in the Cowboys spirit.
I'm going lower. Pause.
Okay.
Okay.
It's for my pick.
I'm just saying, all jokes aside, like, yo, I can't really anything. Cowboys is another fucking Stat ain't even been alive to see the Cowboys win. Have you?
She only seen them horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Cowboys won last championship like 95 or 96. She born in like 02.
If they would have said who's going to lead in interceptions, I probably would have went with them.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
That's a good one.
And CeeDee Lamb is at 6 receptions. Do you have him higher or lower?
Pause. I'm going lower on each one. Pause. See, this is setting us up to do that.
It's a setup.
I'm going to just go like this from now on.
I'm going to go I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna go
Lower?
lower. Pause. Yep, I'm gonna go lower.
Okay.
Definitely.
Make sure to download the Underdog Fantasy app so you can participate in the fun and choose your own picks.
Hey, look, go to Underdog Fantasy, hit the link in the bio, or use code CAM. They're gonna double your first deposit. So if you put up $20, you're gonna get 40. If you put up 100, you'll get 200. And make sure you go download that app. You hear me? Go have some fun. Let's make some money, baby.
Okay, the 49ers surrendered draft picks to acquire top 2021 NFL draft pick Trey Lance. He couldn't play for a full season due to injuries, and recently he was traded to the Cowboys. Did they make the right choice?
I don't think Jerry Jones care at this point. I think he's already undermined the coaches. Now he's undermining the quarterback, and the quarterback got to be able to trust him. And it don't seem like he could trust him. But then you got Dak playing so horrible. I mean, because he don't show up when it counts. Like I was talking to Cam yesterday, he does very well when it doesn't count, but when it does count, you can't find him. So I think in some
Kind of
ways
like
they
me
make
and you up here, huh?
Huh?
Kind of like me and you. Just saying. I feel you on that one.
Yeah, like when it counts, he's not gonna show up. So, I mean, and then you got San Francisco. They did all of this, and if they backup quarterback get hurt, then they're gonna wish they had Trey Lance. So there's a lot to deal with on that. What you think, Killer?
Shanahan said he thought it was a mistake actually training him. Look, man, at this point, we just talked about this shit. If I'm Jerry Jones, I ain't got to talk to none of y'all. Y'all niggas ain't bringing me no fucking championships.
Yeah.
Every fucking year we talking about, we can't even win the fucking NFC East, let alone the championship. Pardon me. You got me some water line real quick? Thank you so much. Let alone win a championship. Can we win the fucking division? I spend money. Y'all say I don't spend money. Just throw it. I catch that shit. There you go. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was
You
crazy.
fucking
No,
pause watching.
that was crazy. Just throw it. I'll catch it. Now he's drinking it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. TV timeout. Give us that throw it. I'll catch it. Now he's drinking it. Yeah.
That was a good one. Let's bang.
Oh my goodness.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. You're going viral. You're going viral.
You couldn't wait. You couldn't wait. All right, you caught that pause. But look, man, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm not fucking consulting nobody. Y'all don't bring me no championships. Y'all cry, oh, you don't pay Tony Romo. Pay Tony Romo. Don't get produced shit. He gets hurt. Now he's a fucking analyst making mad bread. But y'all, Tony, I actually like Tony Romo as an analyst. I think he's a better analyst than quarterback, and he's a pretty decent quarterback. Dak Prescott comes. He wants his check. Zeke Elliott wants his money. If I'm Jerry Jones, what you mean go talk to niggas?
Yeah.
Zach, I paid you.
Yeah.
I paid you. And secondly, if you don't like competition, you don't like competition. Let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Or ask you this. And I'm not saying that this happened, it didn't happen.
Okay.
I'm just using different scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
And it may have went different because you had different relationships. When you signed the Bad Boy,
Yeah.
did Puff come and ask you, y'all can sign Sean?
No.
Yeah. Did he ask Biggie, can I sign Mase?
Nope. And he gave each one of them more money than the last one.
Right, but the point is when you're running a company or franchise or whatever business, you don't have to sit there and pamper somebody you gave money to if you're trying to build an organization.
That's a good point.
You get what I'm saying? You're trying to build, I just paid you a hell of money. Now I got to make sure that you feel good, pause, because I'm bringing somebody in case you get hurt, because you usually been getting hurt the last year or so.
And he come up from a trailer park. He should already be motivated. I don't know why he's not motivated.
Yeah, the whole thing is, man, I think they making a big deal out of, oh, he didn't tell Dak, or he didn't know. Yo, I'm the boss. You got paid, bro. You got paid. And I understand giving a little, yo, you know how we bringing so-and-so in. Look, The best ability I said earlier is availability. You was hurt last year, Zach. Actually, the fucking second string quarterback is pretty decent. Trey Lance is like the third string quarterback. Why are we all talking about this for like a fucking week and a half? He's not even the fucking second string quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I don't know why they've been talking about this for 2 weeks. It won't get this much light on this show.
Yeah.
You're not going to talk about Dak Prescott and Trey Lance for a third string quarterback. They pulling heartstrings out there, America. They making you watch this dumb shit every day and make you be like,
They
oh
need
my
new
God.
content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Making it try and seem like it's a drama, like, oh my God, Trey Lance is going to Dallas. He didn't talk to Dak about it. Jerry Jones, yo, my nigga, this is a business, man.
Yeah.
Dak, you got paid. You get hurt. We got a good backup, and now we don't even know if Trey Lance is really good or not because he keep getting hurt.
Yeah.
So now we got somebody that's
the reason he got traded.
Right. So at the end of the day, y'all niggas on these other TV shows, y'all don't let these niggas fool you, America. This is some dumbass shit to keep talking about every day for 2-3 weeks or however long it's been going on. It's business. If you can't understand business, cool. Whoever says, well, he should have just consoled Dak at least, niggas say, then that's where we at now. Whoever don't understand it, wherever you at now, that's why where you at now. The niggas who get money and understand business understand.
Yeah, and he's on America's team. You don't get to keep losing on America's team.
Yeah, man, Stat ain't been alive for America's team to win. Like,
Yeah,
you know, it's
like
crazy.
losing on the Lakers and asking them why they trading you.
Right, exactly. Same. Dion was playing with niggas last time. Niggas want to know that Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, and all these people. Like, yo, Jerry Jones is like, I'm tired of talking and trying to explain to son. I seen Dak at the press conference. He said, what do you think about Trey Lance? Coming over? He said, nothing surprises me with this team at this point. Yo, shut up, man. Go to practice, man. Do your little, all this shit. Yo, go get ready for the season, nigga. I'm crying.
And make sure you don't lead the league in interception.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck out of here, man.
Okay, let them know. Okay. It was reported wide receiver Mike Evans gave the Tampa Bay Bucks a week 1 deadline for a new contract, or he'll be looking to play for another team in 2024. Should Tampa Bay meet his request?
No. I'm gonna start this one off. Mike Evans, even though he won a ring with them, it's the same thing Killer was just saying. If you get hurt a lot, how can they give you big money if you're not going to be available? Once the company knows you're injury prone, it makes no sense to spend big money on you. That's a simple question and a simple answer. No matter how good you are, if you're going to keep getting hurt, pause.
Mike Evans is a really good player, but it took a really great quarterback for them to win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They're having a little quarterback battle down there. Look, Tampa Bay is like probably, when I was doing my due diligence the other day, I think they're the third worst team in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, is Mike Evans a hometown favorite for Tampa? You tell me, Stat. You're from Florida.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. See, look, I know him.
But I'm not Tampa Bay fan.
But you think they should trade him though, right?
I mean, no, because like he's one of their best players.
Oh my goodness.
But like
I agree with that.
that's what it is.
Even before that, I'm gonna be honest. Mike Evans was a big part of the reason why Tom Brady wanted to even go to Tampa, because he's a great receiver. I'm not gonna say and act like he's not, but at the end of the day, as back to what we just talking about, as a
best ability is
the
availability.
right? And at the end of the day, that's another catch-22, because it's like, if we don't pay him, who do we really got? As a receiver that's gonna not only be good, but a fan favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that the fans want to come see him, etc. I think Mike Evans is important, but I to be honest with you, I don't know how much he's asking for, but from the statement, it seems unreasonable.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened to as a business?
Yeah.
As a business.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, I don't know. I haven't done that much due diligence on Tampa Bay and their salary cap and what's available. But I think he's very important. And if you can afford to do it, do it. If it doesn't make sense, don't do it, because at the end of the day, nobody's looking at Tampa Bay this year to win the Super Bowl, even make the playoffs for that matter.
Yeah, I would at max. I would just pay him and trade him.
Look, man, maybe so, but look, you got to think when he's working down there. It's Baker Mayfield down there. There's no Tom Brady down there.
Yeah, so where are we going with this? If you want to pay him because he's the hometown favorite and trade him, get some assets for the future, that'll make sense.
I'm mad at it.
All right. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. We'll be right back.
She called this thing about toxic. 4 years and counting. Got you feeling like an option. Maybe I'm my own problem, babe. She tired of hearing I don't know. What's stubborn in me won't fall. Dealing with this thing called trust. But she really thinking about it. She wanna be free. Why am I in this woman way free?
Welcome back. We are joined again by our analyst, OJ. Okay. All-pro defensive tackle Chris Jones is still holding out on hopes to gain a bigger contract. He's been fined around $2 million and could lose over $1 million for each game missed. He also did not report to the Chiefs for the start of the regular season pre-game prep. What do you think about this situation?
Are you asking me?
Yes, sir.
What you think, OJ?
Okay. Well, let me start by telling Cameron I agreed with everything you said about the Giants and that Cowboys stuff. All of it.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I agree with 100%. Yeah. First of all, it's going to be hard for them, to me, to go back to the Super Bowl if he's not playing on that defensive line. He makes a big difference on that defensive line. And he's made it clear he doesn't want to get the money that Donald is getting, with the Rams. But I don't know exactly the numbers that they're talking about, but he deserves to get at least be the second highest paid interior lineman, not defensive end, but interior lineman. In the end, he won't have to pay that $2 million. They'll put that as a part of the negotiation of the deal. But I think they need him. It's like the 49ers need Bosa to be, give him that pass rush.
Right.
And they got him. They got a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Looking ahead, what team do you think has the most pressure to win a Super Bowl right now?
Oh, come on. That's easy. The Buffalo Bills.
Right now.
They've lost 4 in a row. In the last 2 years, they've been picked by many to be even this year, to be the favorite in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl. I think they might be in trouble come Monday, this coming Monday against the Jets. The Jets in Miami split games with the Bills last year, and both of those teams are better this year than they were last year, even though Jalen Ramsey is hurt down in Miami. But they're better. So I think the Bills got a lot of heat on them. They're going to eventually start having guys run away for bigger contracts. They got enough right now to win it. They just got to do it.
Got it.
Well, I want to chime in on my opinion. Pardon me for most pressure. I'm not mad at the Buffalo Bills. I think that's great. But what I will say is this. They're putting a lot of pressure on the New York Jets.
Yeah.
They're acting like they had, or I'm not saying they didn't. They had a very, very great, the defense is really stellar. And they're saying, all we need last year, all we need is a quarterback.
Yeah.
We had a quarterback. It's going great. And you go get the top of the top of quarterbacks. So as much as you were saying that your defense is good, now you have an outstanding quarterback.
Yeah.
And for me, personally, if the Jets just win a fucking playoff game, 2 playoff games,
They're going to go crazy.
That's an improvement because they haven't won a playoff game in probably 10 years, maybe longer. So if you win a playoff game, set that as your expectations. You're sitting there saying, oh, Super Bowl or no bust. So you're putting this pressure on yourself. Don't get me wrong. Nobody on Hard Knocks. I like watching Hard Knocks because I get to see a different side of Aaron Rodgers. You know, I'd be pretty hard on Aaron Rodgers. I get to see his personality. I get to see he's a good teammate. I get to see, you know, he's having fun. I don't know if he's like that in Green Bay or not, but it looks like he's having a lot of fun with the Jets. But they're setting themselves up because if you don't win a Super Bowl the way they're talking, it's like Super Bowl or bust. And I think that they should say, yo, we just want to win a couple playoff games, if that this year, and then maybe it's a 2 to 3 year plan. No, they're like, Aaron Rodgers 40, you got to win this shit now, da. So I would definitely put the Jets in that category for pressure on them. And then the last team I would put with pressure to win a Super Bowl, and I don't think as high as the Bills or the Jets, but I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was going to say second.
Right. The Baltimore Ravens, the reason I say that is this. They just paid Lamar Jackson all this bread.
Yep.
Even when he wasn't hurt last year, he gets to the playoffs and he doesn't do in the playoffs what he does in the regular season. And so down there saying that, can he do it in the playoffs? Can he do it in the big game?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know because his numbers that he has in the regular season aren't matching his playoff numbers. Now you got your money. Now you're back to business. And are you going to do something in the playoffs? For me, it's not necessarily even the Super Bowl. It's about, are you going to make a statement in the playoffs like you do in the regular season? And Lamar, look, I'm out here rooting for you. I just want you to know that. I want you to do it. I want you to prove these motherfuckers wrong. But this are the things that people are watching.
Yeah. His mother went and got him the money.
Get the fuck out of here, Murder. Yo, you hear this shit? Yo, the niggas said he should have got an agent. You said he should have got an agent. Stat.
His mother went and got him the money. You see, this is why I'm here.
Keep it on. I'm not letting you do it. I'm not letting you do it.
According to definition,
no.
His mother would qualify to be an
We had
agent.
the whole argument. No, I'm not letting you do it.
His mother would qualify to be an agent.
I had his mother back. You said the shit ain't working out. It's been 5 weeks and he's not getting the contract done. I'm the one.
Wait, Stat. When he was working before, it wasn't through his mother. When his mother got involved, it changed.
No, I said,
That's the best form of
his
an
mother
agent.
from the beginning.
This is the best form of agent, his mother. A mother's
you didn't
love.
say that, bro. I'm not letting you do
A mother's love.
it. Nah, man. I'm just
You gotta
saying.
feel where I'm coming from with this. A mother's love.
Let me tell you something about this guy. You know, he got that spiritual on me, say. You know what? I ain't seen the number 2 yet. The 222 chain. I ain't seen that chain yet.
Y'all are funny.
That shit been missing to about. You say, yo, it's spiritual. That's fucking Cuban came out. I ain't seen that shit since, B. I ain't going mother's love.
Yeah.
But you know, because
Mother's love.
all I gotta do is go to the tape. You don't want us to go to the tape.
Killer, we went to the tape already.
I ain't arguing with you, bro. You said when that man's contracts was not going right.
He did need an agent, but when the mother kicked in,
the mother was there from the beginning.
Killer.
He never got an agent, Murder. He said,
Listen, before he was going through another guy, then his mother got involved.
did you say he need an agent? That's all I cared.
I did say that.
Okay.
But that was when he was letting his buddy do his contract. It was like
Who was
his
his buddy,
trainer or
Murder?
something like that. We could go back to the tape.
Okay, cool.
I'm here for it.
Whatever.
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm here for
You
it.
said he need an agent. That's
I
my
did.
bottom
When
line.
he was letting his buddy do it, and then the mother got in, and you said the mother wasn't an agent.
Yo, crazy.
And I said nothing is better than a mother's love.
When he letting his buddy do it is wild pause. Like,
Yeah, I
yo, that's
said pause
crazy,
before
bro.
that.
That's crazy. You did not. You
Killer.
did not say pause. Like you was rambling.
Killer,
and
you
said you letting his
throw it
buddy do
out,
it.
catch it, and then you drunk it.
You won that
Pause.
today.
Yeah.
You won, but let me get a
Yeah.
jab. You got that. Let me get a jab. You got it for the day. Pause, man. My bad, Juice. Shit get a little
Juice.
reckless up here. My fault, Juice. Those are my 3 teams with the most pressure to try and win the Super Bowl.
Got it. And then who's your pick?
I was going with the Jets as number 1. I was also going with Baltimore, and exactly what we said before.
Got it. Okay. And lastly, which team do you think is going to have the biggest turnaround this season?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's hard. That's pretty or the Jacksonville, but Jacksonville did get to the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, I think, is going to be really tough this year. I still want to make one comment about the Jets. If you guys are talking about the Jets, is you got to understand, Peyton Manning changed teams, won a Super Bowl. Brady changed teams, won a Super Bowl. Stafford changed teams, won a Super Bowl. That's why everybody thinks the Jets should win a Super Bowl, because they got Rodgers. They got Aaron Rodgers. So if he follows in the footsteps of those three guys, all in the last, 7 or 8 years, you would expect them to win the Super Bowl.
It's a great point.
I think Pittsburgh is going to be really tough. And Jacksonville, I think, did make the playoffs last year. But I don't think anybody's really looking at them, and I think they're going to be really tough. The Lions, too, I had to say that.
Yeah, Lions are really good.
Yeah.
My pick is I'm going with Baltimore. I think Lamar Jackson's coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
I think he got an attitude. I think he thinks a lot of people think that he's more of a running quarterback than a throwing quarterback. And that may be true, but I think he's very more accurate in the pocket than people think that he is. But I think that he's coming back with a vengeance, and I'm going to go with Baltimore Ravens for the biggest turnaround from last year to this year.
I'm going with the Jets.
Okay. And then Rogue.
It's a debate show. It's a debate
That's your
show.
team, though, right?
It's a debate
That's
show.
your team. Yesterday it was the Chiefs. Today the Chiefs and Jets.
No, I'm saying the biggest turnaround. I'm expecting Aaron Rodgers to turn the team around.
They didn't do bad. You're right. That's a great pick. I'm not disagreeing with you. They didn't make the playoffs last year. They had a great defense. So Aaron Rodgers.
That would be a better turnaround.
Yep, absolutely. You're trying to bait me, and I'm not falling for it. I'm not arguing that point. That's a good point. But that's kind of like the obvious. Like, yeah, of course, the Jets. Like, it's like saying who's the best basketball player, like Michael Jordan. Like, of course, the Jets should have the best turnaround.
Yeah, she asked the question. I'm supposed to get the right answer. They're counting on me.
All right, that's a good point. I'm not gonna argue with you about it, man.
And then real quick, OJ, I got to ask about USC. What do you think about their quarterback, Caleb Williams?
I love the guy. I think he could win a second Heisman. There's guys in the past I thought could have done it. When I played, there was no blacks playing in Alabama, Tennessee, Jacksonville. I mean, not Jacksonville, but Florida teams, any of Texas. So you didn't get any votes. Black athletes in the North didn't get many votes for the Heisman. I thought I should have won it twice. I was second by a junior year by the closest vote ever, and then won it by the largest vote ever.
Hey, yo, OJ, real quick before you finish.
Yeah.
Yo, OJ, it's okay to brag about your shit, man. Talk that beat. Yo,
Go
get your shit.
They try to leave you out.
Yeah, they trying to leave you out. Gotta talk that shit, man. That's why you up to talk your shit, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, man. Yeah.
But no, I think this Hunter kid, if he can play both ways all season, which I don't think you could stay healthy doing that in major, college football. If he can, he'd be the biggest, threat to Caleb. I can't wait to see Deion's son go against Caleb, because SC last year didn't have a great secondary, and I don't know if they got a good secondary this year. That game is going to be a shootout, Colorado and USC. Can't wait to see it. Right. Okay. And go ahead, Deion Sanders, buddy. Go ahead. I believe in you.
Yeah, Coach. Yes, Coach. Yo, thank you so much for joining us, man. Man, you did a great job like we knew you would, man, and hopefully we'll be looking forward to seeing you again next week, man. We appreciate your time and your knowledge and all the experience you bring to the game, bro.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, guys. Enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Got you.
Great.
See you next week,
My
Juice.
daughter say, hey, ladies. My daughter Arnell says, hey.
Yeah. Still the ladies, man.
Back in the day.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, she said she used to style you, his daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, she worked back in the day with them. She's working now. She's on the road now with.
Yeah, that's what it says. She's a style. He told me the other day. I meant to tell you that. I forgot to tell you that. She used to work with you and style
Juice's family. Pause.
Yeah, that's a fact. He told me to tell you. I forgot to mention that to you.
Well,
thanks again, Juice.
Yes.
God bless, guys.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode. OJ, thanks for being here. And as always, it is what it is.
Huh?
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Too big